Feels weird.
All right, I've restarted the stream, so I have to do this for you and
Hit me wherever you can.
I'm getting a huge shove by Smokey here.
So are you live, Mark?
I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you.
I got you. Tugging the chiller.
And then he goes and leaves you.
I'm not leaving him. I'm just scaring Mike.
I'm good.
Scared you enough, I guess. Fucking James scared you bad.
somebody went into the wall on that one.
James hit me in the wrong spot.
We're just that time of your clear up.
Yeah, I'm coming up. Clear high.
No, you're pushing good for a while, and then that one just shot me dead right.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
better.
Try to hit me in the right side of the bumper. See, oh no, it's got to be on the left side then.
Yeah.
Something is making them get all wild. There's got to be a spot where you can hit them with it. It's not going to do that.
Yeah, I think it might be heading into the trials. Let me try that.
The Mark, the ticker is what's skipping now.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Let's close that one down for a second, and then restart it.
My bad, get
Yep.
used.
I am sorry for all the technical difficulties.
What do we pay you for?
I'm having them too, buddy.
I don't know.
Have to get a grant and get some more funding.
Yeah, I got to get a sponsor. Is that better? Because it's rolling with ease on my screen now.
If you get a chance, clear my black, please.
I can't do that. I don't know how.
No, not you. James or whoever.
So, who's lickety split? I forget.
That's me.
Mike.
Licking
Oh, that Mike Lickens. Okay.
I don't normally run on Fridays, but I'm bored, so we're gonna run.
Well, and where have you been, Mr. Lickens?
Let's
I
catch
don't-
them.
I don't run on Fridays because usually I'm busy, but
Guys, I got the admin rights if y'all want me to do the race control with it too.
Oh, that'd be
Hell
cool.
yeah.
that would be good.
That'd be awesome.
Mike Hilton up in the booth.
Yep. What he says goes.
Question. What are the splits for tonight?
25
We all made it to the top split and the bottom split.
So lap 25 as soon as y'all cross, or at
Yes.
laps 26?
As soon as the leader crossed.
Okay, lap 25, pits will
I
close.
I got nothing, Colton. It's not going fast anymore. I got too far away from everybody.
It's all good. I got sidetracked by James for slowing me down.
The only thing I don't have is a button for closing the pit. That's the only thing I can't do.
I can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Off me, Greg.
Lap
We can also,
23.
if it's 3 wide, a bunch deep, we can just say pit road's closed. They don't have to close necessarily.
Yeah.
Man, they just took off from me. How the fuck is this?
So who's forming partnerships tonight?
Always 82 and 25 usually work pretty good together. Usually trying to break up Kenneth and James, but I don't know where Kenneth is.
You're running real good together.
Kenneth said he may not make it due to he has to work tonight.
You getting hot, Colton?
I'm coming, me.
Here comes the shove.
So that's 2 of the 8 that'll be struggling on points after this
Uh-oh,
week.
big shove coming.
Yep.
Alrighty, I'm ready for it.
They'll be behind on it.
Yeah. But Kenneth's pretty good and could possibly beat Larry out.
Sorry.
Oh,
Big
no,
hit.
you're good.
Curds.
Yeah, that final race at Homestead's gonna be good.
You really can't count
Out,
Larry out
down.
at all.
This ain't gonna work, guys.
I thought he was counted out at
Looks
that
like
last super speedway race and you come back on the last lap and won it.
I only led for what, 400 yards?
Yeah.
Hey, at the end of the race, that 400 yards is all that matters.
We're catching somebody, Mark.
What is it they say? The money lap is always the last lap, but not in this league. There's not really any money lap, but
Pay
the
window.
name, yeah, the pay line.
Well, right now, it looks like a couple of individuals are trying to fill out how much they can push the guy in front of them without killing the other person.
I want to practice this right now, so
Stand on it, Curd. We're coming.
I can't give the penalty out during the race session, but
I'm
I'm
on
checking
it.
out my black flag lap for Larry. Making sure it's
okay.
still there.
Oh, y'all almost
Just stay
killed-
with him, Colton. That's all right. I'm
Sorry.
pick up Curd. You're all right.
Pass him, damn it, pass him!
Y'all almost killed the 74 or 14.
What's going to be y'all's game plan for the race? Is it to ride around for a little while and then?
Oh, I'm riding my ass around for a long time.
It's
I'm
to
not
keep
moving.
Colton and Larry apart, apparently.
Oh, they're running good together.
See how long it takes me to get back up there.
Now, are y'all watching y'all's fuel?
All the
No.
time.
Yeah.
What does it say that y'all's average
25 laps.
25 laps?
I would say about 25 laps if you're in the draft.
So the first stage will be everybody.
My bad.
Yes, ooh,
I was off the throttle.
everybody will probably.
I was gonna
make the
sneak
first
back behind
stage
you and
on
push
one
you, but
tank
it-
of gas,
That was
right?
all me.
All depends. If you got a leader, he might not make all the laps.
I don't
Yeah.
think the leader. You're looking at what, about 20, 22,
Sorry, Tommy. Shit.
That's good.
2 laps for a leader, maybe pushing it.
Man, it was all over the place.
So 25's going to be struggling for the leader. Round about 22.
Smokey.
Yeah.
I'm really aggressive tonight.
Oh,
I can
wow.
see that. Colton, that was Smokey slamming me into you, by the way.
I was wondering what happened. That was a rougher hit than I usually get from it.
Yeah,
Like, I was off the gas, and he just pounded me.
I didn't know I could test drive through this thing.
Colton,
Here it comes.
you got hammered by Smokey, and Smokey's using Nelson as the sledgehammer.
Jesus.
Ram jam.
You ever heard of not pushing the pusher?
Apparently not.
He kept it straight.
He kept it
God
straight.
damn.
But it's the
Did you
corners.
die?
That's the
But did you die?
That needs to be added to the soundboard.
He hasn't died
Oh,
yet.
dude, it's a tri-oval, man. What are you doing?
You keep it straight, so I'm gonna push you.
Holy shit.
Oh, this is going to be a fun race tonight.
I mean, you know, there's being aggressive, and then there's forgetting all track etiquette.
Thank you.
I'm not
Sam.
passing you below the WO line, so I'm not technically breaking my
Y'all want to try this again
We
I'm
probably
always
should.
down.
with everybody?
We probably
There's
should.
11 of us now at
Yeah,
least.
we might as well. I'm gonna go.
Oh, 1 second. Just let me try one more thing. Come here.
Everybody-
Wham!
Hold on.
Shit! Yeah, pit party be great right about now.
Oh, hi, James.
Okay.
That was you not getting in a straight line.
Oh!
I saw that in my rear view.
Yeah. So Kurtz just killed Nelson.
I see a tire bouncing.
I needed a new car anyway.
I didn't know I could test drive in this thing.
Yeah.
We just can't see you.
Oh, it's ghost
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, you're a ghost car.
Oh, that's fine.
So it's about like normal, I guess.
That's normal. I'm not in the race.
I had to get a new car.
Yeah. You got Kareem, man.
That hurt, man. My wrist hurt.
Look at Paul Tracy in it.
You were murdered. He,
We ready? Tommy, you coming?
who was it that hit Kyle Larson earlier in the season, right in the door?
Denny Hamlin.
Was it Denny or Noah?
I don't think Noah Gregson.
I think it was.
I think it was.
Oh,
Greg.
no.
Tommy.
It was a backup driver. I remember that.
Yeah, it was a backup driver. I think it was
LaJoy?
no the backup
Older
driver
dude.
for Larson, not Kyle Larson, but Alex Bowman.
Was it Bowman?
Yeah, Bowman was out with the broken hand or something.
That'd be Josh Berry then.
Yeah, Josh Berry.
Man, Barry didn't have any good luck with being a substitute driver this year.
I didn't think it was a Hendrick car that hit him. I thought it was like track
How
house.
the hell did I get a black flag?
It could be. I don't know.
Because I remember the in-car camera, they had
got
it pointed
black
at his face, and when he hit Larson,
Run back.
like he hit so hard that his visor flew up.
Tommy, if you take off when we say take off at a pitch, you'll probably be able to blend with us, or take off a little earlier before us.
Thank you.
I'll keep an eye on you. I'm still adjusting crap here. I had some electrical issues.
Right now, ain't together yet, so.
God damn it.
You ain't
Yeah,
going
we're
to
not
any
Take me out.
storm or anything like that, are you?
It'll take me a minute or two to figure out where the buttons are, but I'll get you.
Alexa, stop.
I'm not sure, Mark.
I know that there was some storms heading that way.
Whoever says it.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some.
Going, rolling. Heavy, go. And just let it calm down for a little bit, Colton. Tommy, you look.
I got you.
Where is Tommy?
He's on pits.
I'm still in the pits.
Oh.
Is this supposed to be on anti-stall or auto blip or what?
Auto blip.
I mean, I run no assist on clutch.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I found a wreck.
The more you ask it to help you, the slower it makes you go.
Yep. I'm running with no assist on my clutch and no drive lines or anything like that.
Woo!
Oh, y'all are 3 wide in the front stretch.
Auto blip just means you don't have to let off the gas to shift the gears up and down. That's all that
If you're good enough with the no assist in the clutch, you can do that.
does. Well, you gotta blip your throttle, otherwise it won't downshift.
Alright, Boots.
Son of
Yellow
a
line.
bitch.
That was a little brazen there, Kurt.
Yeah, I'm trying to side draft in there.
Boone, you can go a little lower. There you go.
Smokey got up there.
We had to figure something out, Kurt. We're going to the back.
Yeah, we went
Dodge
back.
wreck. Sorry, Smoker. Wipe out.
I don't think I touched anything.
Ooh, checking up. Good job.
My bad, Boone. A little too tough.
Nah, you're good. Go ahead. Keep pushing.
Everybody moved back over to the right, and I was all the way right sides over the yellow line. I couldn't even see nothing. Oh shit!
Oh, come on down, Tyrone.
We lost all our help.
You want me to drag a little brake, Colton?
Nope, just keep flooring it.
Keep flooring. We're going.
Yep.
Try to catch them. I don't know. Just focus on the yellow line,
You got it.
and don't focus on trying to stay in front of me. I'll do the rest of it.
You got it.
I'm trying not to wreck you, but no promises.
Have any of you tried running it by yourself and seeing what your track time was without a partner?
53 something.
Low 53s.
2 seconds off. They're pulling on us. We need 3. Colton, come back here and play. I'm trying to catch back up to him.
Catching them.
No, we're falling back.
We're falling back.
Where are you?
Yeah, I can't get to you. We're right behind you.
Alright, I'm checking up a little bit.
It feels like I'm catching them. Alright, maybe I should call.
1 second is the threshold for the draft.
Got it.
Alright, I'm gonna stay off of you, but bump Colton where you can. Stay digging. Here we come.
I got you.
Don't hit him too hard. Ooh, getting ready to have to drive through something.
Be careful up there, Boone.
God dang, this is difficult.
No, it's a plate race. It's easy and boring. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to keep my left side.
I'm trying to keep Cole from not going crazy, and I.
Ah, damn it! Fuck, Mike. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Uh-oh. Woo. Good miss, Cole.
Thank you.
I ate the wall for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that.
What the hell happened?
I thought I had more, like a whole nother foot, and
Okay.
I got into you.
Okay, all right. No big deal.
Totally my bad. Being too fucking aggressive. Having too much fun. Double checking it now. I mean, I know it's my fault.
You can drop down.
That's what I was just to make sure that it wasn't something.
Damn, I'm in the floor.
Fucking neck code like a bitch. I thought I had another foot, and that's about
Here
the
we go.
time your
Hold on,
car
hold on.
jumped.
I got you.
Maybe not. I died out. I thought I was getting it.
I'll try to tag on to you all.
Yeah,
Alright, sounds good, buddy.
that's my bad, dude. I will absolutely try not to do that to you in the race.
Looks like
God,
the 75 is not making any friends.
No, he ain't.
No curds? What'd you say?
That's hard
Hey,
to do,
Larry.
man. My fucking forearm's like, damn.
It's a workout.
Yeah, it is. I'm just not trying to turn yet.
No, that's fine.
Are
I don't know
you
how-
using a brand new direct drive?
Yep.
Oh. That changes a lot right there.
Yeah. I just lowered the power down on before we did this other one, but it's still fucking.
Now,
Big push.
Kurtz, I noticed on your car that you're running a Moza paint scheme. Are you running a Moza direct drive?
Yes, sir.
What power?
R5.
I got
Okay.
you up there.
So it's like 5.5 newtons.
Yep, I have the R9.
I don't think I need more than what 5.
I like my 9.
Oh, I'm sure it's nice.
I wish I could get the 21, but whenever you win a competition and get the direct drive given to you for free, you're not going to complain.
No, not one bit.
So,
I paid
Colton,
my.
I'll pick it up on the back end.
Alright.
well,
I'm
I
in
see,
the throttle to the floor and I can't even hit the back of his bumper.
I see Tommy's caught up to his buddy, Larry.
We're in like Flint.
I don't know whose car's whose.
The way I know it is Larry's is white and Tommy's is black. on the side.
Why is it always got to be white and black, man? You couldn't have left that out of it.
Well,
What about blue and green?
That's
That-
the easy.
I got
They're not
teal
blue
and
and green.
white.
They're
It's
teal.
turquoise.
They're teal and white.
Okay, teal.
They're both teal on the hood and on the roof. The
On the
side
hood.
on the sides is where they're white and they're black. So
Now, is it New York or Chicago, Mark?
you what?
The hood. Is it
The
New
hood?
York or Chicago?
Hey. Right now it's in Talladega, so
Looks like Jacksonville.
it's been a minute since I've been down that way.
Look at they're running Jacksonville colors.
Yeah.
Just needs
Yeah,
some
the
gold.
team that keeps flirting with London.
Nelson's about to get a push from hell off of Tommy.
Nah, Tommy was nice. He let off.
I about lost it. I was sideways.
Or he was just trying not to kill himself. One or the other.
It was all of us. I about killed all of us.
And he came in, I seen a little bit of brake smoke, so
Yeah, I didn't realize Boone was over there.
Well, the good thing about Curtis not being here, that means there's not a Toyota in the field.
yeah. The other Toyota runner is who runs the other Toyota? I forget.
Slim's running a Mustang.
Yeah, he usually.
I usually do a Toyota once in a while.
That's what I was thinking. I thought Slim ran one too.
Hell no.
Hell no what?
Hell no Toyota. I'm driving a Ford.
Well, there won't be no Toyota winning tonight.
But I don't think Toyota's won any of our races.
Only Brandon's.
Who just joined?
Daniel?
Look at that.
My drafting partner. I recruited my drafting partner.
I'm just gonna push whoever's in front of me.
Can I get a black clear, guys?
Now, see, Daniel has joined the race, but he's not joined the conversation yet.
No.
Oh, you want me to jump up? Disregard.
So, we're looking, hopefully, to have a good, clean race here, but this is Talladega,
Oh!
and I just watched
Good luck with that.
Kurt
Good job.
kill Boone.
Boone.
So,
Sorry, Boone.
what are the predictions for the first caution?
Lap one.
Dang.
Yeah, lap one.
Curtis is saying someone direct Jamie.
Someone to wreck Jamie? Jamie ain't even
Let's go into
racing.
the booth. I guess we're going into the booth.
I bet that's more Wreck James, not Jamie.
Oh,
I just had to get it about my buddy.
No, I'm thinking he took offense to me saying that there's no Toyota going to win the race.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he may not know you're broadcasting.
Yeah, I'm not racing in out there, Curtis. I'm going to join Mark up in the booth, so I'm going to let these guys have a little bit of fun.
Next
You know,
week when y'all get back, or go to next week's race, which will be where, by the way? Is it
Let me
Martinsville?
look.
Okay.
So Darlington's the cutoff race?
Oh,
Yes.
And then it's Homestead for the championship.
I'm really going to practice Darling.
Yeah, you know, Dega, Martinsville, Darlington, and then Homestead at the end. 300 laps at Martinsville, 250 at Darlington, and 250 at Homestead.
250, that's going to be fun.
I feel like
Yeah,
that
I gotta
probably is going to be a little
fine,
shorter.
Darlington's gonna have some fast repairs used up on 250 laps.
He's not going to do a full 250, I don't think.
That's gonna be
I hope
wild.
we do.
We've been backing off on that since the beginning of the season.
Well,
It'd be fun.
Martinsville with 300 laps is going to have some fast repairs.
We gotta leave it alone.
Well, 250 laps on Martinsville. I'm hoping that they're planning on giving y'all like 10 sets of tires.
Nope. It should
Nah,
be
it'll go
4,
70
figure
laps
even.
on the tires. It'll be alright.
70 laps on one set of tires at Martinsville, huh?
It's
Oh yeah, it'll only take about 20 minutes.
I'm talking Darlington.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Darlington's going to eat them tires.
Yeah,
You
I'm
just
like,
have to save them.
if you're getting 70 laps at Darlington, I would like to know what you're doing.
Like I said,
I ran 35 at Darlington. I had 59% of my right front in the Gen 4 tonight.
Oh, yeah,
No,
dude,
I'm
we need
gonna
7.
have like 80%.
We need 7 sets at Darlington to make it tight and where you don't just use them up all the time.
Yeah.
So how long
It's not like
is
you're
it-
going to come in because
If you burn 10 tires, that's
it's just going to... You're going to have to stay out until the caution.
How
We
long is the
probably
off
wouldn't use
season
7.
going to be for the admins here?
A week.
We're
A
only
little bit more
doing-
than that.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
I'm on vacation the 17th through the 22nd, so I'm not doing anything that week.
So, but
Understandable.
at least 2 to 3 weeks before the next season starts.
Yeah, we're going to run some Rikumi races. I got some pretty cool ideas for Tuesday nights.
Will we have a
Clear
schedule
down.
for that?
What was that?
Will we have it scheduled before all that?
I got to build it all.
Okay. I was just wondering, will we have it scheduled out before you go on vacation?
Maybe.
Okay. I'm just wondering if I can practice.
Well, you don't even know what we're running.
Well, I'm hoping we do when the schedule comes out and that comes with it.
Like, you don't even know what car we're running.
Trophy truck, Pro 4.
Legends.
Legends.
No,
I think Tim was talking about running
Silver
Legends
Crowns.
next year.
87.
We're going to run modifieds and Silver Crowns next season.
Dirt
87.
modifieds on road courses.
Indy cars on dirt.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, the weekly
About some-
series for the Indy cars at Knoxville.
87s
cars
at,
with that figure eight.
87s at iRacing
Good
Super
hearing.
Speedway.
Oh man.
Is it Indy cars
That
with
would
the
be pretty
Riverdale figure eight?
interesting to see a 87 do the iRacing Super Speedway.
I gotta change something.
The max speed would probably be about 130, well, 180 something
In an 87?
in an 87.
Hell no, I think it'd be 245.
Yeah.
They didn't care back then. That thing would start flying though in a second.
That Gen 6 car was. What? No, is it the car tomorrow?
Yeah,
That's the one you want to run there.
just don't get backwards with it. Otherwise, you're going to start learning how to fly.
I'm pitting in, Boone.
It's a fast race car.
Copy.
Just made it.
We're gonna have 14 guys in the race tonight.
I
So
count
far.
13.
It's pretty good.
I was going to say, who's the
Harder than I
14th?
can get.
Brian Ross in there.
Yeah, he made 13 that lap.
You got no friends out here.
I really don't.
Look at that line move.
Daniel. Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, nobody out here.
Oh, never mind. I thought, okay, we got
It's a sad sound when you hear that RPM drop.
Hey, can anybody tell me how much time's left in practice?
13 minutes.
13 minutes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I just want to make sure it was correct from what I was watching.
Who's that?
God, I need Kenneth to show up.
Curtis.
Ain't you on vacation?
Yeah. My wife's over there with her mom trying to pop a pimple on her back or something.
Oh, so she don't know you're here.
Cool.
We really didn't need to know that, dude.
That is on the air.
That was all over YouTube, buddy.
Hey, by the way, that's on YouTube. What I just said. So.
Send her an invite to the channel. Tell her
2
to
laps
watch
to
Bruce
go.
play. Tell her to watch 14 minutes what was it? 14 minutes of practice.
Yeah. 13 minutes of practice is what we were all asking.
Getting hit by Daniel.
You're good.
It won't be.
I can hold it. It just ain't fun.
Said.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
I'll mute this.
You didn't bring your rig set up there with you, Curtis? Man, what's going on?
What type of league owner am I not
What
participating?
What type of dedication is that?
Be running the iRacing on the Steam Deck on them new handhelds.
There was another guy in another league that he was a 18-wheeler driver, and he took it to where he could race on the road.
Oh yeah, who was that?
I can't remember who that was.
I would do it if I didn't have a little Toyota Camry that I just shoved 2 kids in.
Oh, so you actually drive a Toyota in real life, man. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he does. Send me the picture.
Yeah, I thought it was just a sim car.
Just drop the glove box down.
No, I actually drive a Toyota Camry in real life.
Bolt your TMX Pro on your glove box lid.
Right.
You see
I
it.
could just kick my wife out and just put that in the front seat.
Don't let her.
Hold on.
You're
I
on
know his
YouTube.
wife. If he says he's going to kick her out, he would not be living back in that house anymore. She would kill him in his sleep.
I talk like that too, but my wife ain't around, Curtis, so you're all right.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'll jump in the broadcast.
There you go.
Okay.
She's walked in the door.
She's back. Quick, guys. Shut up.
Run. Run. Oh, crap. Mute.
I got to hit the mute button. Quick.
I couldn't be that lucky. Yeah, I wear the pants every year. She just tells me which pair.
Yep.
And lays them out.
I'm pitting.
She lays them out for you. Has them on.
I gotta do it. She just tells me, you're gonna wear this pair. Okay.
Oh, and around goes Colton.
Fuck off.
Well, you saved it.
Okay, now I'm off. God damn, Lincolns!
All right, Colton. So what do you got good?
Hey,
good
Colton,
type of
when you hit me
saying.
into the... Sorry.
What do you got good for your Langford Nation folks out there? You got anything good to say?
Are they all in?
I don't know. All 2 of them? How many are they?
There should be about 19.
He's
2 Russian bots worth.
Well, right now it's Curtis and Tyler Nelson are saying go 75. Curtis Sovereign is saying, oh man, all right, I might join y'all.
Yeah, I haven't sent out the link yet because Mark didn't send it out.
I did send it out. You just didn't pay attention.
I've got a VR on. My phone's over up against the wall charging.
I told y'all nothing's off the table when it comes to tonight. I'm not as politically correct as Mark is on the air.
Neither's Curtis.
About to get a lesson on trannies here.
Uh-oh. As long as they don't throw that flag at the end, I'll be all right. That's me the only time I don't watch racing.
Yeah. Oh.
Everybody just
Wasserman's
leave.
out there.
Must have got booted.
No, you ain't booted. Everybody just shut up for a second.
Uh-oh. Be right back.
Everybody's eyes are popping out of their head because of what I said.
I barely even heard it. Say it again louder.
Oh, well, no, I was just talking about that flag at the end of it. That's all. The flag that ends the race.
Oh, okay. The checkered flag that you've already collected?
No, I didn't collect that. Who is going to collect that, by the way? Who? Mark, who's your pick for the race?
For this race?
Yep.
If Colton doesn't screw up and if he works his magic and stays with Larry, I see Colton being able to do it. However, his downfall happens to be Justin Smith. Every time them two get anywhere near each other within a car length, they kill each other. So, but I would say Colton would be my pick for tonight's race.
Okay. My pick, I'm actually going to go with Smokey. This guy's been really top notch and really turning it on and being consistent. He's probably one of the most consistent finishers that they've had all season long, and it reflected where he's at in the points. So he's going to be my pick.
Yeah.
Anybody but Larry.
Yeah, Larry's just he's super fast and whatnot, but his luck is bound to run out sooner or later. I know he has Huh?
That's about all it is here is luck. So, I mean, like I said, it's about 80% luck and 20% who your friends are.
Well, see, Larry's nemesis isn't here tonight. And that would be Miss Peters.
You put a lot of work onto one race. I've only won like 300 races.
I know that.
You're focusing on one?
No, I'm not focusing on one.
I've only raced her one damn time.
You raced her twice, and you wrecked in front of her to be pushed across the finish line.
When did I race her twice? Oh, Dover?
Yes.
Yeah, she won Dover.
She won Dover.
I was for sure not going to win Dover.
She'll probably run Martinsville next week. That's a short track.
But Talladega's the great equalizer, though. So, I mean, you can't really... It's about how you draft. If you stay out of trouble, keep your nose clean, you have a shot.
Now, how far are y'all letting the engine get hot before y'all to start shooting out for water or fresh air and whatnot?
Well, that's a changing number. The closer you get to the race, the higher that number's going to get.
Right before
Did you get hot at all, Colton?
I haven't gotten hot yet.
Yeah, the threshold of when they pull out is right before it goes.
Runs real good right when it's about to blow up.
Yep.
That's when it runs the best.
Of course, I was waiting on somebody to say that's what she said, but it didn't happen.
That's what she said.
There it is.
I would like to acknowledge the return of the soundboard tonight. I don't know how Larry pulled it off, but I am very happy he did.
Wish we had one for the broadcast. That'd be all right. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I got you, Pepe Le bitch.
We got 5 minutes left, gentlemen.
Come on, y'all. Pit party it up. Let's go. Finish this out strong.
And if we have anybody out there that's watching this stream, come in next season. We have a blast.
Oh yeah.
That was going out to all 7 people watching.
Hey, 7's a pretty good number, man. We're getting there.
Yep.
That's 7 more than the first one.
Some people wind up coming back and watching the rebroadcast, not the live broadcast. So.
Well, good. I mean, hopefully it grows the league. People are watching. People are understanding what exactly Quick Finishers Racing League is about. It's about having fun, helping each other's grow.
It's about finishing fast.
Yeah.
All the time.
But the length of the race kind of puts the length of the league. It kind of puts a damper on the league because it's the league races are long, but it's not quick finishing.
Oh yeah, we definitely don't get there quick.
But we take short runs out of it.
Speak for your old ass self.
I'm trying to change the subject on that one.
Hey, the Quick Finishers has the ED, right? You got the endurance division?
No, I did not know that. Tell us about
24 hour.
Yep. Running 24-hour races. We might run the 8-hour Fuji race with a couple teams.
Who all runs in that league?
The 5 original members are myself, Larry, Greg Barnett, Tommy, and Kenneth. And then there's some other guys that are interested in getting into it. but we've run 2 24-hour races and scored 2 top 10s.
Nice.
Well, we lost Brian Wasserman. I wonder where
He's still showing up in my.
He's not connected though.
Oh, okay. He lost connection. It'll reset here in a minute whenever the qualifying starts. Any last words before qualifying starts, gentlemen? And we head up to the booth?
That's what she said.
Good luck to everybody. May I win the race.
Well, best of luck to all y'all. And I am heading up to the broadcast booth.
All right, you and Jamie have a good time tonight.
Hey, y'all have
good
fun
job
out there. Y'all have fun out there, fellas. Have a good race, and may the best person win.
All righty.
All right, Jamie. I'm going to run the intro one more time. Actually, I think tonight I'll skip the intro. Some of the people get confused and think they're racing the Watkins to win whenever I run that. But, so your pick for tonight's race, you think will be Greg Burnett, or Greg Robinson?
I do. He's my pick. He's my my pick on that.
Well, that'll be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering how Colton will do and fare out too.
My dark horse pick is going to be Tyrone. Again, he's another good driver who's due. He's going to be my dark horse pick to win.
I'll see, in the dark horse, I would have to say it could be Mike Likens or Michael Kurtz. Those two. I haven't seen Likens in a wild race, and with him coming back to a super speedway, I think he's going to do his best to try and prove to these guys that he still has what it takes to be a racer in this league.
I mean, there's really, you got 11, 12 individuals out here who can win it at any time. Like I said, it doesn't really matter except for the last lap anyway. So if you keep clean, stay close, you've got the shot.
Yep. I hear a TV in the background.
It's probably mine, boys.
Okay.
Oh, well, hello, Curtis.
So Curtis,
My bad.
who
What's
is
up?
your pick to win tonight's race?
Oh man. Low hanging fruit, I'd say Larry, but I'm gonna try not to do that one. Man, if Colton can stay clean and he not get hurt, I think he's a good pick to win tonight. If not him, I think James.
James Nelson?
Yeah. Either James or Colton are my two picks.
Okay.
Pretty good picks there.
So we have two for Colton tonight, and then James Nelson's got one, Tyrone's got one, Robinson's got one, and I've got Likens, or Likens, however you say it, or Kurtz. So
I'd like to see them all win.
yeah. Like to, but you can't. So now, how are you going to come back from the point deficit that this is going to give you next week?
I just got to win at Martinsville. Push old Jamie out of the way there and win at Martinsville.
Yeah, I might make a couple more, if that. But I really kind of dug myself a hole. I missed 2 races in a row for other reasons, and came into I know I had to win at Dover, which I was running good there for a while. Then when I was running second to I can't think of what her name is.
Peters?
Yeah, I didn't know how that was going to work. I didn't know if it was like, okay, she gets the win, it knocks me out, or does that put me in? I didn't know how that was going to work. So remember, I was hearing a couple different things throughout the all week. Is like, how are we going to work that? So I was hoping I knew I wasn't going to catch her. She was fast, but I was hoping I could at least stay up, at least in second. But then I did something. I hit the wall off of turn 2 or something, just brushed the wall, and my car never drove the right since. And then it just, I couldn't control it, and I didn't have a fast repair left. And I was pretty much done.
Well, I seen you coming out of 4, brush the wall, and get a little squirrely, but I didn't think it caused you that much damage, so evidently it bent the toe link, I'm guessing?
It didn't even, it registered as a 0X, but it just didn't handle right. It just would not. I kept wanting to spin out anytime I went to come off of a corner, and it was really weird. Either I brushed it a few times, and then finally that just did it. And then bent it, I don't know, but I mean, there for a while my car was running really good, and then after that it's nothing. I couldn't even put the throttle down off of the turn, otherwise I was gonna spin.
Well, boys, right now James Nelson's got the fastest time with 53.28.
Did you see my top 2 picks are 1 and 2 right now?
Yep. Colton Lamford's got 33.32. He's finished his out. Gregory Robinson's in 3rd place at 53.33. Larry Stubblefield is just off by 1/1000th of a second behind Gregory Robinson because he's got 53.33 as well. So,
yeah, my pick is running 4th, so he's going to try to team up with Lickety Split there and see if they can't move that up to the front. I think he's playing really smart. Really smart, smart move there.
now, we were talking to the drivers earlier, Curtis, and asked them what they thought, if they would be able to make all 25 laps in stage 1 on 1 tank of gas, and some of them said they probably only make 20 before they have to hit the pits. You've
I
raced
dropped the ball on that one too. I didn't tell you what stages.
Well, it's 25 and
25
60.
and 60 is what we were told.
Yeah, James did it. Sorry about that. I'm gonna keep y'all on mute, so if you throw it to me, just give me a minute to take you off mute.
Okay. Well, right
So you
now
don't
I'm
get-
gonna pull up the race info for the track and see what it says is going on here. It is 78 degrees Fahrenheit, 56% humidity, partly cloudy, winds are at 2 miles an hour, track temperature is 104 degrees.
Yeah,
Now,
that's pretty warm.
with it being in the middle of the day, that track is not going to go away or warm up, or not warm up, cool off. It's actually going to get up there a lot hotter.
It will, but I still don't think tire wear is going to be an issue at all.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Maybe a little bit of wear, but I foresee a lot of no tires, just fuel only pit stops if it does go green flag. Even under caution, I don't foresee individuals taking tires on the first stage at all just to gamble for track position. I may see them do it 4 tires on the second stage, but for track position, I don't think we'll have anybody take any tires on the first stage. I wouldn't. That would have been my call, but there's probably going to be some others going to flip it. They won't, they'll take tires the first stage to where they don't have to take it the second stage and get that track position for the final run.
Yep. All right, so the lineup is this. James Nelson will be on the inside. Mike Likens will be on the outside in second place. Colton Lamford in third place inside. Gregory Smokey Robinson to the outside. Daniel Hupp on the inside. Larry Stubblefield to the outside. Tyrone Yode to the inside. Justin Smith on the outside. Michael Kurtz to the inside. Michael Boone to the outside. Slim Bowden will be on the inside. Tommy Osborne to the outside. And Brian Wasserman did not run, so Wasserman is in the pits, out of the race. Sorry, Jamie, didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, you
Did anybody run a Toyota?
No.
No Toyotas tonight.
I was going to change my pick to whoever that was, but never mind.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Chevys and 3 Fords racing tonight. So all the drivers are waiting to load in. This is always a fun time. So at this time, I'd like to welcome everybody who came out. Miss Kayla Sobrin and Tyler Nelson and Curtis Sobrin. Thank y'all for coming out, watching the race, and supporting Mudslide TV and the Quick Finishers Racing League. This is the Summer Slam 266 as the drivers are taking their practice pace round.
And that was me logged into my wife's
Johnny Osborne
YouTube
and Larry
account.
Oh, I know.
Given EOLs for being previous winners.
Now, you heard James Nelson come across. He's going to be dropping a EOL to the previous winners of the race. Those winners would be Larry Stubblefield. And on this track, it's only Larry that's the only person that is...
Well, what's
a
up with the
previous
EOLs, Jamie?
That's what he said. You said move
You
it
got
out to the
Tommy.
EOLs, right?
You got Tommy. James should be getting one,
Tommy.
I think. Should be Tommy and
Tommy.
Larry. Tommy's in the back with him already. I don't think he qualified.
Tommy, you're already in the back. Who's the other one? Larry.
I know Larry.
It's not here. You're not in there. I don't think James is wanting
Playoff
to.
winners are supposed to go to the back. Playoff drivers, remember? Catch up, James.
All playoff drivers have to drop to the back.
Yep, that's what was told by Curtis. Ain't that what they all agreed, Curtis?
It's race winners, not playoff drivers.
Oh, never mind.
All right,
I was getting ready to make
pace
it
car
fun
is
for 'em.
off. Colton Lamford is starting in the starting position, and here they go into the Geico restart zone. Let's see how they handle it. As we start the Summer Slam 266, Colton Lamford leads the pack into turn 1.
Hey, so over under on when the first caution's going to be, boys.
There won't be one till the stage.
You don't think so?
Nope.
That's what they're
I believe in them too. I believe in them.
With all the drivers up front and the way I've seen it before, I would probably say around lap 5, somebody's going to get rambunctious and try and jump. And it's going to cost them or cost the rest of the track.
Well, the screen on there, I'm showing the first really 7 cars now in a straight line.
Yep. So one of the pushers is probably going to get pushed.
I mean, I raced this track last week, and when there's a bottom lane, you cannot pass on that outside with these cup cars for some odd reason.
You can if you use the side draft.
I tried, man. I don't know what it was. It could have been damaged too. I don't know, but it was hard for me.
Yep, but if you use the side draft, you're going to scare whoever you're drafting off of. Because you literally have to be about a foot off of the door to be able to use that side draft and get up there. And as we're watching, right now Colton Lamford's leading most of the race. He's got Daniel Hupp pushing him. And Daniel Hupp hasn't been in a race in a long time with us. He said he was bored and coming out tonight just to have something to do. So we haven't seen him in a minute. Since we got you in here, Curtis, how long is the break going to be between this season and next season? I think he's talking to his wife right now. Wife or daughter.
Sorry, Mark. What did you say?
I said, since we got you in here, how long are you planning to have a break for the off season before we come back next season?
I'm thinking probably a month, and then back at it again. I got to do some figuring out when races are. Holiday schedule will be coming up through it. School schedule for kids, so I got to figure all that out.
Are you going to push times back or forward, or leave them about the same?
The amount of races will probably be the same.
I mean, the start time and whatnot.
Oh, start time? I don't know, probably the same. To be honest with you, I haven't really talked to James about it, or Jamie for that matter, about it also.
Okay. Well, Colton's got a follower called We Collect Wrestling, telling him to get on it and get going. So, right now, Colton's running. They're on lap number 5. At lap 23, the pits will be closing, so we'll see how these guys keep it going.
Justin changed his number, or not his number, his paint scheme.
Yep, a lot of the drivers have been changing their paint schemes here lately. It seems like Tyrone every week has a new paint scheme. He's got all of the sponsors out there for him.
Right now, they're stalling the train right now, so it looks like they're just riding for a little while.
Yep, doesn't.
You
look
think
like
they're tight? You see right when they go in the corner, they all push up. You think they're running tight back there in the pack?
I think so, or either that or some of them might be running a longer steering ratio where they're having to put more wheel into it. A lot of times they'll run a longer steering ratio at these super speedways to where you're not where you gotta let it look like you gotta put more wheel into it for it to turn. That's what it looks like it's doing, that they're used to just turning at a certain amount, but that ratio is not allowing them to do it.
So you think that they're running the 1 something or the 3 something?
I think there's a few of them that's running the
I think it's 182.
There's some that's probably running the 157. There's probably a few running that. I think the majority of them might be running anywhere between the 208 to 236.
I do. I think the 263 when I do it here. I like a really tight steering box on super speedways.
But the tight or the higher numbers in these cars, that means it's a longer response time for them. If something does happen, they can't just jerk that wheel and get right back in the course, right?
Well, the lower number, like a 157, that's I guess it's not a tighter steering box. When you start getting down into the 287s and 315s, that's a real tight steering box.
It's like running an 8-to-1.
Yeah.
Or 10-to-1 in the trucks.
57 is probably like if I had to equate, it'd be a 16-to-1.
16 to 18-to-1, yeah.
So a lot of it might be that longer steering box, and then the other part of it might be the actual draft that's coming off the car in front of them.
Yeah, because you see some of them, and they're being pushed just a little bit from behind, and it looks like it's sucking them out of line when they go into the corner.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing any of them close enough to be running hot to where they're peaking out yet. They're not running as close to make that temperature rise that much.
Yeah.
So I don't.
You got 2 packs there.
Well, the closest pack, or the closest car that I've seen so far is Daniel Hupp, and he's not even a fender off of Colton, but everybody else looks to be staying roughly a car length back. Even Kurtz is a half a car length back off of Hupp.
Yeah, I think you've got a couple different race strategies. You want the guys up in the front there, they want to stay up there to where everything happens behind them, and then you got this 4-car pack towards the back that's just riding, but staying close enough to where they can still catch back up if they need to, but further away to where they can react in case if something happens in front of them.
And that 4-car pack is being led by Mike Likens, with Larry Stubblefield, James Nelson, and Tommy Osborne being in the back bringing up the rear of it.
Yeah, they're on a different strategy that the guys on the front aren't, but it may work out for them. It's just a chance you got to take. You know, do you have the cars to help you if you fall back? And if you don't, then you don't want to do that. So it's kind of like, did I make the right decision to be back there? It's early in the race. They still got the stage brakes. I don't foresee them going a lap down at all. So right now it looks like they're just riding.
Is it just me, or does it look like Tommy Osborne's having a little bit of trouble because he's starting to drift back behind James Nelson there?
It looked like it at first, but these cars can pull up really fast on the cars behind them. As long as you stay within a second of the car in front of you, you won't lose that draft.
Well, speaking of catching the rest of the pack, Likens is caught up to the end there, and now he's right behind Slim Bowden. Yeah,
they probably thought about what they might be listening to the broadcast. Like, hey, this guy's sloughing off, let's show them. So either that or maybe they're showing us how quick they can actually catch back up to the back of the field, being that back there running the way they are.
Lap 11 right now.
And you know they're listening to the podcast or the stream too. Like that.
Well, if they're listening, y'all need to do something. This single file is boring. Let's go, guys.
I know. You double file. This is really boring.
Yeah, let's go.
Supposed to be a playoff race. Show it. Come on now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a playoff race.
Well, the field's 12 wide or 12 long, so
12 wide. That's what I like to hear.
If it was 12 wide, we'd have some real racing right there. But these drivers seem to have. Oh, you see Larry drop down below into the backfield there. I wonder what caused him to get pushed out coming out of turn 2.
Well, y'all are behind.
Say again?
Yeah, well, you're watching the stream. The stream's like 10 seconds behind what we're actually seeing. So.
Yeah. Sorry, Curtis.
Yeah, because you're good. They're coming off 4 right now. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, we're watching it live because we're logged into the session, but I get to commentate off of that, and I look over. We got 10 laps before the pits close. Who do you think will be the first one going in to get gas?
All of them. All of them. The leader will lead them all down.
Can they make it on the field of the stage?
They should be able to. The only one that I'm thinking is questionable will be Colton, since he's leading the field.
Yeah, he's the one using the most gas right now with everybody else out there. If he runs out of gas crossing the start-finish line at the stage break and the caution comes out, will he be allowed to be pushed around, or will he have to pull off and be towed?
No, he can be pushed around. The problem is who's going to push him to damage their car on a speedway is the issue.
Because they'll have to go 2 laps before they can hit the pit. If the caution comes out right at 25, I think the pit won't open until the end of 26 or start of 27.
Depends on how fast how much the lead car checks up after he takes the start-finish line, of whether or not he can catch that pace car coming out of 2.
Colton just jumped to the outside.
Yeah, he might be falling back to save a little bit of gas here. That's what he was the one that I was worried about as far as being short on gas.
Yeah, he went from being in first all the way down to 5th place. Now Daniel Hupp is in the lead. Michael Kurtz is pushing him. Tyrone Yo is right behind him, and Gregory Robinson is following him.
I'm wondering if there's some drivers that's going to take a chance. I'm wondering if some of them are falling back for that reason, to where they can pit together.
For those watching the screen, we're going to drop in to the cockpit view and take a look at Daniel Huff. And right in his rearview mirror is the Ford of Michael Kurtz. Looking through Kurtz's vehicle, all you see is the back. You can't even read Camaro on the back end of Daniel Huff's car. That's how close he is. But in his rearview mirror is the Ford of Tyrone Yo, and it is just filling up that rearview mirror. Then we move.
You could tell Kurtz. You could tell Kurtz is running a tighter steering box.
Yeah. They're not struggling with the steering wheel as much, and it seems to be fluid all the way through. Tyrone Yo's given a little bit more distance to Kurtz than Kurtz was given to Huff. And then if you look in the rear view, there's a good distance between Tyrone and Gregory Robinson.
I mean, I'd give room for between Gregory Robinson too and Kurtz. I'm just kidding. They're good guys.
Like that back 3 cars of Larry, James.
Huff has just moved to the outside. Look, as we're looking through Gregory Robinson, is he going to be able to find an opening there that he can be able to slip into? It looks like he found the opening right behind Colton Lanford. That moves Kurtz to first, Tyrone to second, Robinson to third, and now Colton is in 4th place. And he's holding that steering wheel pretty steadily. But in his rear view, he's actually pulling away from Daniel Huff.
I think there's a little bit of strategy involved in all this, moving back, moving up to the front. I think they're going to try to make it to the end of the stage.
We're at lap number 18, looking through Justin Smith, and all you can see is the back end of that Daniel Huff vehicle in front of him. He's given enough room to where he can see the tires of Daniel Huff. And in the rear view, you can actually see the tires of Slim Bowden. However, Slim's point of view, right behind Justin Smith. Just every now and then you can see the Camaro popping up, but he's trying to keep that distance as close as possible. And whoa, Slim just disappeared and came back in. Michael Boone has got to be worried about that, because that disconnect is going to cause some problems. Boone's moving to the outside, and he is trying his best to work around as Slim does a skip again.
Got a 4-car Tango moving up to the outside now, trying to make a run towards the front.
Hey, Mark, can you switch it to the blimp view, or?
I'm switching back to the TV view. I was trying to make it a little bit more interesting, but something happened and they started doing stuff. So this is what the blimp view looks like, and here's the chopper view. So I'm keeping it on TV too, because it does the better view of all the cars. We actually are 3 wide going into turn 3. It is Tyrone Yo in the middle. Michael Boone has taken the lead. Kurtz is in 2nd place by a fender, but Larry Stubblefield is pushing Boone to take it away. James Nelson, the top line, has just left, and everybody is bailing on Kurtz.
25 is the stage, right?
Yep. 25 is the stage.
Seems awful early to be making that move.
Well, Boone, Stubblefield, Nelson, and Robinson all made the move to go to the outside, and now they're leaving Boone out there high and dry as they work around him. Tyrone Yo is trying to get his side draft on Boone and come around him.
And they're getting racy now toward the end of the stage.
Lap 21 coming to 22. It's Larry Stubblefield, James Nelson, Gregory Robinson in the top three. Michael Boone is in fourth place. Now, is this going to change the pit strategy of any of the drivers?
I still foresee some drivers taking fuel only. Again, there might be some that go ahead and take tires now to where they don't have to take it that second stage. I see a mixed bag.
Larry Stubblefield is still leading. Gregory Robinson looked like he wanted to jump out there in front of Colton and try and do a freight train on the outside. Lap 23, pits are closed. This is the do or die. We're going to find out who's able to make it around the track on this tank of gas.
Now they're trying to make a last lap dash to the finish. Whoa, Colton with a vicious move to the outside.
Nelson is pushing Stubblefield. He's literally not even inches off of Stubblefield. Now he backs off of him. Coming to lap 24. Is there going to be a bump here in the front? They are 4 wide.
That's not going to help them this last lap. That's going to actually slow them cars down.
It's Stubblefield, Nelson, Robinson, and Kurtz in that top 4. With the battle going to the outside. Nelson shoots it to the outside, trying to go around Stubblefield. Robinson's able to get around Stubblefield as well.
Oh, there's a turn.
And there's the... That's going to bring out the caution and end the stage. At the point of the stage, let's see who it was. It was James Nelson, Michael Kurtz, Gregory Robinson, Tyrone Yo, Colton Lamford in the top 5, Michael Boone, Slim Bowden, Lickety Split, Mike Likens, Tommy Osborne, and Larry Stubblefield. Round out 10, Justin Smith and Daniel Hupp were involved in it. Let's go back and take a look, see who
Taking up pace car into the backstretch.
I gotta take a quick of the scoring so that they have it. Let's go take a look, see what happened there. As we flip back to it, just a little bit further back than that, it looks like Justin Smith was part of that. Hold on. Nope, on one. Alright. I gotta back it up just a little bit. I'm at the wrong angle with this camera view.
While you're doing that, you got James leading them on down pit road, and he's brought the whole field down. Let's see what's going to end up happening with this. While you're doing that, I'll just give you a...
Okay, so James is leading everybody in the pit road?
Yep. They're all down pit road.
So the number 9 is... The number 9 went a little bit high and then drifted down and got caught by Colton Lanford and turned, and that just sent him up the track. I'm trying to see who the 9... That's Justin Smith. I told you, them two together, they get around each other, they're going to wind up having some issues. So
End up being magnets on that. Now they're off pit road.
going back live, we're taking a look. It's Michael Kurtz in second place. James Nelson's back out on the track.
I didn't really get to see who took what, so I'm trying to figure out whether some individuals took fuel only, some...
James Nelson looks to be in such a hurry, he's past the pace car.
Yeah, he's in a hurry. He's in a hurry to go somewhere.
Now
he's probably upset because I gave him a rogue EOL at the beginning of the race.
When is the next stage break?
60.
Lap 60.
Yep, the next stage break will be at
10-4.
lap 60. The pits will close at lap 58. Now these drivers, the race should start at round about lap 28 or 29, should be the restart. And as it stands, it's James Nelson, Michael Kurtz, Gregory Robinson, Michael Boone, Tyrone Yo, Mike Lickety Splits Lycan, Colton Lanford, Daniel Hupp, Larry Stubblefield, Tommy Osborne, Slim Bowden, and Justin Smith is going to be struggling coming out of the pits. Did he make it out in time to be able to get out there and join the rest of the pack?
Looked like Larry.
Hey, Mark, what view do you have when they're going into the corner? What view are you on right now?
Right now, I'm on TV2.
Looked like there was a couple cars that dove in. Well, maybe one. I think Larry went in and topped off a little bit. I think he's got a different strategy going on here than what the rest of them are.
So he's going to try and get as much fuel in that car as he can possibly get. I wonder if he took tires.
Pushing it, though. That's 35 laps. Well, in 28, they take it at 28, 38, 58, 32 laps. You're looking at 32 laps on a tank of fuel. So.
The lights are off on the pace car, so when it comes around this time, it will be the restart starting at lap 28.
I want to step away for just a few seconds there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the reason why I asked is in one of the corners, I think it's 3 and 4 on this camera view, it blocks half the track.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and switch cameras before they go into that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to step away as well for a little bit, but I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll see you.
Yes, sir. And as they come out and we're watching them head down the track. Pace car is getting ready to come off. James Nelson has the lead. Coming to the restart zone. Let's see how he does with this restart. They're in the Geico restart zone, and two of the drivers just dropped to the back. It was Larry Stubblefield and Tommy Osborne decided to bail out and let everybody else just run as fast as they can. Kurtz is able to beat, and they turn him. Nelson got into Kurtz, and Kurtz got turned to the inside. Caution's not been thrown yet as they continue because both cars are able to keep going. The leader is Michael Boone, Gregory Robinson lickety split Mike Likens. There's the caution flag now. The caution has come out. It will be Michael Boone taking the lead. Gregory Robinson in second spot. Lickety split Mike Likens. Yes,
Colton
sir.
hit the back end of Tyrone before the green flag even dropped. I can watch that too. Colton's got damage on his front.
All right, let's go find Colton's car and back it up. Let's see that turn.
Hey, Mark, I'll be right back.
Yep. I'm going to back it up. We're looking at Colton's car, but we're going to take a look. Let's see. Take a look at, nope, wrong one. Rear chase. This is Colton's car right here. He has some damage already on his vehicle. As we
his front, right in the center of that is caved in. Look at that thing.
Yeah, the front end of his car is caved in big time. So as we take a look at from the chase cam and watch what happened in front of him, you see Nelson, and all of a sudden, I don't know if that was netcode or what, but Nelson and Kurtz just get into each other right there. Now, he said right before the restart, Colton smacks into the back end of Robinson. So let's back it up before the restart. Oh, he hit him right here at the restart zone. Watching from James Nelson. Nelson just dripped. Yep. Nelson came up just a little bit too much because he was being pushed up the track a little bit by Robinson. So, you see some of the drivers heading in to get top off their gas tanks and everything. The pace car is still in the lead. The stack up is Michael Boone, Mike Lickety Splits Likens, Larry Stubblefield, Michael Kurtz, Gregory Robinson, Tyrone Yo, Slim Bowden, Tommy Osborne. In the pits is James Nelson, just now coming out of the pits. Colton Lamford's in the pits as well. Daniel Hubbs a couple of laps down, and Justin Smith is in the pits. So Daniel Hupp is at least a lap down, it looks like.
I'm showing him he disconnected.
Oh, did he disconnect?
Yep.
Okay. Yep, he's out. Here comes Smith coming out of the pits now. The lights are still on the pace car as they make the laps around, so lap 31 should be when they start stacking up again. Larry is trying to keep the wear and tear on his tires as he drifts high up the track just to put some rubber up there. Take a look, see what the temp is on the track if I can find it. Wondering if any of those drivers took tires during that time frame.
The temperature of the track has dropped 9 degrees since the start of the race. It's now 95 degrees.
That's unusual. It started out at 104. Yep.
The time is 4:39, 4:40 on the sim time. So starting to cool off.
Well, the lights are out on the pace car, and they're coming around the track into the backstretch. It's lined up Michael Boone on the inside, Michael Likens to the outside, Larry Stubblefield inside, Michael Kurtz on the outside, Tyrone Yo to the inside, Gregory Robinson on the outside, Tommy Osborne to the inside, James Nelson to the outside, Colton Lamford to the inside. Justin Smith is going to be on the outside of Colton. And then Slim Bowden is in the rear. And it does look like Daniel Hupp has been disconnected. Hopefully it's an internet connection, nothing more.
Yeah, hopefully. Daniel's a good guy. He's a really, really, really good dirt track racer. And, I hate that for him. I don't know if he got caught up into maybe a incident earlier and had to use his fast repair and he didn't have any left, and maybe the damage was just too much to where he couldn't continue also. But yeah, I'm hoping it's an internet issue.
Yeah, because I don't it was the 9 and the 25 that got involved in that first incident. The next incident was the 75 and the 14 got caught up together. So
well, Kenneth Pack just piped in and says, wish I wasn't at work, but I am watching. So he must not be working too hard.
yeah.
Either that or he's at lunch.
I got a Nikki Valdez saying, let's go LA for Lanford Nation.
Yeah, he's got some fans in here.
I know one of them's a girlfriend. Hopefully not all the women are. You see Larry Stubblefield and Tommy Osborne both shoot to the inside in the backstretch. They're giving all the other drivers plenty of room to run this race and hopefully run it clean, but probably
yeah, I think that has to be by design.
I think they're preparing for a melee.
Yeah, that's by design. They kind of did that at the first one too. They fell back, made the run towards the end, which really surprised me. They actually made the run sooner than I thought they would. But I mean, they ran that 5 laps to go before the first stage.
Yeah, and then they came out of nowhere.
Yep, really you only need a couple laps, but they made it work. So we'll see what happens. Now they're all back single file. They're just gonna ride around for a little while, give each other a little bit of room, then fight it out towards the end of the stage.
Right now, it just seems like everybody's settling in and they're doing the single file. Catch me if you can. I wonder if they've learned who needs to, or how far they can go being the pusher and being the push. So
yeah, hopefully they've you don't want to push too hard or too long to overheat your car. Plus, the third place car is really the one that really has to watch what they're doing, because you're not supposed to push the pusher. That'll have the tendency to have a wreck. So you want to let the second place car do all the pushing, and you just want the third place car to be there to catch the draft portion of it. So you don't want to push the pusher.
now, is it faster to run 2 cars together, or is it faster 3 cars together?
In these cars, you need 3 or more cars to run faster. 2 cars can run and they can maintain, but more cars, the faster you're going to run. So just the side draft on these cars it's very powerful. It's really deceiving, the side draft that you can get, how you can drag that car back on the inside from the car on the outside.
Yeah. When I was racing and driving at a track like this, I would literally put if I was trying to do the side draft, I would put my driver's side tires on the white line, and it would pull me forward to be able to get up there to the front, but I had to have faith that the guy next to me could maintain his lane.
Yeah.
If
It takes
they,
trust.
If they didn't have, if they got scared and they came up, they could push me into the wall with ease.
Yes. You got to really trust the individual who you're racing beside of and know that they're going to hold their line. So right now it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, top 6 cars.
Yep.
Running single file, just logging laps.
Yep.
Then you have the other 5-car pack, which was kind of typical of what they did the first stage, fall back.
They fell back, but they didn't fall back so far that they weren't in contention for being able to make that move to get up there. So, and as the cars pass, I'm not hearing any strain on any one of them's transmissions or engines and whatnot. So. It sounds like they're all running pretty much about the same speed and about the same RPM. As we watch Michael Boone get pushed backwards, Tommy Osborne and Larry Stubblefield have jumped out of that backpack and formed a side. Larry's back in and Tommy's left high and dry, so he's going to have to fall to the rear. That puts Mike Likens in the lead right now in that red 74 car. We're at lap 38. Again, at lap 58, the pits will be closing. So we've went, what? 18 laps so far with that all green, because I think the caution came out at lap 28 or 29.
I cannot remember when it actually came out, but
so I'm wondering if any of the drivers went in and got a fresh set set of shoes for their car.
That's possible. I think when they there was maybe a few that went in and topped off. If it had been me, I'd have went in and topped off.
But
I don't know about fresh shoes because they only had a few laps on them the last time that they actually pitted. It was only really that when they took the green flag.
I got a feeling Nelson had to put some shoes on because he was sideways there for a minute, and Kurtz.
Oh yeah.
The 14 of Kurtz has been able to move his way back up to second place after that incident with Nelson. So he's doing pretty good to be able to keep up there.
So you got 5 cars that's up in the lead pack, and then you have the cars of 6 toward the back. Thomas. I don't know if that's Tommy that's falling back. It's hard to tell. Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy is the one that's dropped back to the back. And it seems like the rest of the pack is starting to pull away from him. And they drug the brake right there, it looked like, to try and get Tommy back in the draft. Now you see a break of 3 cars and then 2. So Gregory Robinson is up there with the first 3, and then Justin Smith is trying to work his way up. And right behind Justin Smith, Nelson moves to the outside. Nelson gets a little squirrely trying to get back into that draft, and that scares Larry Stubblefield, pushes him out to the outside. And now, what is going on with Nelson's car? He's all over the track all of a sudden. I don't know what was going on with Nelson, but he could not maintain control in that backstretch. He went to the... He netcode?
Get squirrely.
He was very squirrely.
Yeah, it's probably freaking the individuals out in the back that was seeing that too. I saw Larry going up and back, and
you know
crazy.
Larry is cussing out Nelson right now. Will you pick a lane? Oh, and Larry goes to the inside.
They're moving around so much, I don't know who's got the net code.
I don't either. Larry's went under the yellow line, and right behind him was Slim Bowden. Bowden went to the outside.
I think they're having their own little race back there. I think that might be the single file's getting boring. They're blaming it on net code to me.
Ah, well, Colton Lamford's joined in on that one as well. So Nelson, Lamford, Stubblefield, Bowden, and Osborne are just having fun at the back of the pack, and hopefully they don't wreck. As Mike Likens, Michael Kurtz, Gregory Robinson, Justin Smith, and Tyrone Yo are leading in the top 5. The 6th through 11th are having fun at the back of the pack playing games.
The only one right now that's out of the melee right now is in the safest spot is the pace car.
Pretty much. Even Boone is all by himself in the middle of everybody, and he's not sure if he wants to join the front or the back. It looks like he drug the brakes so that Nelson can catch up to him and help push him back up to the rest of the pack.
Yeah, they're going to use him to help push and pull them up. More cars catch the pack that doesn't have as many cars.
Yep. So we got a six car pack trying to catch a 5-car pack. It's like you said, those cars, the more cars you have working together, the faster they will go.
Yeah, we got 15 laps to do it, so as long as they stay within probably a second and a half with that many cars compared to working in the front pack, they shouldn't have any issues catching them.
So, do you figure around about lap 50, lap 55, we'll see some moves being made?
Well, if it's anything like the first stage, I think they will typically go to about 5 to go. I still think it's a little early. I'd probably go to wait a couple more laps, maybe three laps to go before I make my move towards the front. This track is so big. But if they keep falling around too much, they may have to go at 5.
Well, the average lap time is 49 seconds right now. So if they get caught by themselves, the average lap time for an individual car is 53 seconds. So that 49 to 53 second difference is going to be it would be a drastic problem for any of the drivers. But right now it doesn't look like any of the drivers are having any issues. I'm wondering if, since they all topped off during the the second caution with Nelson and Kurtz, if those individuals all topped off, if they think that they can make the entire stage on that tank of gas.
Yeah, possible.
Or if they've got a crew chief yelling in their ear how many laps they got left of fuel.
Likens has been leading the field for a little while, so he's probably burning the most gas out of that first group. Then you have Boone leading the second one, so he's burning more. So
well, Nelson was leading that second pack for a minute before he caught up to Boone, so he's got about 3 less laps than the rest of them.
Yep.
So this is going to...
But I don't know if Boone was one of the ones that came and topped off the same as Nelson did during that caution right after the stage break. So I don't know if he was one that came down or not. So.
Yeah, and Nelson has the fresher tires because of that slide sideways and contact with Kurtz. So I'm wondering if Colton put on a fresh set of tires after he got into Smith and turned him sideways. That ended stage 1 and brought out the caution also. The damage that was done to his vehicle could be from when he rear-ended Robinson or when he turned Smith sideways in front of him.
Now running too wide up there is not going to help them at all catch that lead back.
No,
slower.
They're actually going around Boone now, and it looked like everybody was trying to get around Boone, but Osborne wasn't capable of getting around him, so now he's behind Boone, and that puts Nelson in the front. But the distance is not closing up. You know, Tommy Osborne wants to be up there with Larry Stubblefield, his teammate, but he's got Bowden and Boone between them.
We've got 10 laps to get it done. Let's see what happens.
At the halfway mark now, so.
They're getting spread apart too, so now you have a 4-car breakaway.
Something must be wrong with Boone's car, or he's slowing down to go to the pits, because he's and there they go to the pits right now. The lead pack is going into the pits now. So that puts Nelson, Lanford, Stubblefield, Bowden, Boone, and Osborne in the top 10. Mike Likens, Kurds, Robinson, and Tyrone Yo and Smith are all in the pits. Smith is just going in though. So are these guys looking to try and put a lap down on the other cars?
Oh, I expect these guys a little bit, either this time or next time. I don't expect them to stay out much longer. Not with that many cars out there.
Let's take a look in the pits and see if anybody... Yep. Let's see if they wind up putting any tires on the cars.
Now what none of them want now is a speeding penalty. That's what they don't want.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt every last one of them. Nelson's the first one coming down, and he shoots into his pit stall. Looks like he got a good stop.
I'm thinking gas.
Yep, it looks like they're all getting gas.
Yeah, gas only.
Away goes Bowden. Nelson's got the lead.
Now,
Osborne beat Boone out.
Are they ahead enough to keep it?
It doesn't look like it, because here comes the rest of the pack. Shit.
With 2 cars breaking away, I don't know how long it'll take for the other ones to catch them. So.
Nelson's still holding the lead with Colton pushing him. Stubblefield has got 3rd place, but the two are pushing each other, and they are putting some distance Michael Likens, Michael Kurtz, Gregory Robinson, Tyrone Yo are all able to get around Larry Stubblefield. We're at 8 laps left of the stage.
Third and fourth seems to be racing pretty hard now, so I don't know. That might slow them down a little bit. They're too wide.
Likens got pushed out of the way and pushed to the back of the pack. It's Kurtz, Robinson, Yo, Bowden, and Likens. Likens was able to get in the hole right in front of Larry Stubblefield.
Will this 2-car breakaway have enough to hold them back?
We're about to find out. It looks like Colton has a 1-second lead over Robinson, who's in 3rd place. But they're still struggling back there because they're too wide coming out of the corner.
Yeah, they'll need to settle that pretty quick if they want to get to them.
They got 6 laps left of the stage. Right now, Nelson and Lamford are working together, and they are pushing each other. Now, when it comes down to that last lap, do you think that that Lamford is going to jump out and try and race Nelson around the track for the stage win?
I don't know. He wouldn't be a racer if he didn't try.
Both of them need the stage win to be able to advance in points.
Take long though. Here comes 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Yep, and they move to the outside. They are pushing hard on that outside, but Bowden dropped out of it, and he's in 3rd place behind, or not 3rd place, but he's the 3rd car in line behind Lamford. Which
he had no friends when he popped out, so
he was with Tyrone and Robinson when he popped out, and he's
slid right back in.
So Robinson and Yo are actually losing spots now.
Yep. Less cars, you're not going to be able to. If they tuck back in the line, they might be able to get another run toward the end.
We're 4 laps left of the stage. Everybody's in line. That 82 is slowly sneaking his way up the field through the backstretch. Mike Likens got pushed to the outside there and is dropped back. He's right in front of Larry Stubblefield. Yeah, Stubblefield. 3 laps left of the stage. Nelson is the leader. Colton Lamford is in 2nd place. Slim Bowden is in 3rd place. Michael Kurtz, Gregory Robinson, Tyrone Yo, Michael Lickety Split Likens, Larry Stubblefield, Tommy Osborne, Michael Boone, Justin Smith have not been seen in the last lap or 2. They are way too far back.
Justin Smith is just now going into turn 1 now, so then here you have the leaders coming at the start-finish line right now.
2 laps left of the stage.
Hopefully he can stay on the lead lap there. They're going to use a single car, so these cars are going knocking off the time off of them now. So
yeah, we'll take a quick look at Justin Smith and see how far back he is.
Well, the leaders just ran a 51.94, and Justin's running a 54. So you're looking almost a 4-second difference.
They're coming around the corner now, and they are at full throttle. Nobody's lifting at all as they come into the trioval. Nelson has got the start. He's holding them back. Last lap. Nelson's leading them. Now's where the interesting part's going to be. Is Lamford going to stay right behind him or try and jump out there and get pushed around? It looks like Robinson's wanting to do that. Nelson's throwing blocks. Robinson shoots to the outside. He's all by himself, though. That hurt him, actually. He lost a spot. Coming into the trioval. Let's see how it works out. Kurtz is on the outside. It is going to be Nelson, Kurtz, and then Lamford. So the stage winner is James Nelson, Michael Kurtz, Colton Lamford, Tyrone Yo, Gregory Robinson, Slim Bowden, Lickety Split, Mike Likens, Larry Stubblefield, Tommy Osborne, Michael Boone, and Justin Smith.
Justin was able to stay on the lead lap, looked like.
While everybody else is going into the pits to get their gas and probably a set of tires, if they didn't pick them up the first time, then Justin Smith is going to be out there and staying on the lead lap. That's going to move him up, ain't it?
Yeah, he might be playing a little bit of strategy there. Of course, that's kind of brave with one car, knowing these cars are traveling, what, 4 seconds faster?
Slow it down now, guys. Slow it down now.
Let's see the race on pit road, how that works out for everybody. Now, we did see them all get gas and everything before the stage break. Do you think they're going to use this opportunity to get gas and tires, or just top off the tanks?
If they didn't take tires, it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and take a set. But if they've already taken them, I don't see them taking any more. So they just do gas only.
We've got the cameras, the drones set up to watch for them coming in the pit road and see how they do coming down the pit road. See who took tires and who's getting gas. Nelson's leading the parade down pit road.
I wonder if we could talk to some of these drivers as they come across and ask them how their race is going, what they're seeing out there.
It takes me dropping into the thing. See, one person, Nelson didn't take any gas. Kurtz didn't take any gas. Some of the Lamford's taking gas and tires. He's third out. Second out is Tyrone. He took gas and tires. 74, Mike Likens took gas and tires. Tommy Osborne took gas and tires. Slim Bowden took gas and tires, and so did Larry Stubblefield. Next is Michael Boone coming out.
Yeah, and again, that could be the strategy too. You still got 40 laps to go. There's no need to really push it yet. So taking tires would drop them towards the back of the field with a fresh set of tires on the car. So
there is something wrong with Gregory Robinson's car. He's still stuck in the pits.
He might be saving his fast repair. He had a little bit of rear end damage from what I saw. Oh no, wrong car.
The number 3. All right, he just came out of the pits. Let's see.
He might have been fixing some damage.
Yeah.
that he may have had. Some optionals.
Let's see if we can talk to some of these drivers. That would have to go down into driver's chat because I don't have the capability of pulling a driver up here.
Oh, that's okay. Unless we come across and talk to them on the actual iRacing comms, but
Okay.
I really don't want to mess with them like that, so I just let them ride.
Okay. Cause yeah, I'm sitting here looking. When we set it up, I didn't get the permission to pull somebody up, and Larry Stubblefield and Tommy Osborne both are going in to top off their tanks. Slim Bowden as well.
Yeah, it's a pretty smart move. They're already back there anyway, so why not go in and top them off and see if you can't get a couple extra laps out of it. Hope for a caution for those two.
Justin Smith and Gregory Robinson are doing the same thing.
Yep.
So 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th are all getting a full tank of gas. That leaves James Nelson, Michael Kurtz, Colton Lamford, Larry Colton Lamford, Tyrone Yo, Lickety Splits, Mike Likens, Michael Boone, Larry Stubblefield, Justin Smith, Slim Bowden, Tommy Osborne, and Gregory Robinson is how the field is lining up at the restart with the lights off on the pace car. Those drivers that went and got gas, they're staying as low as they can below the yellow line to keep as much fuel from being, or trying to keep as much fuel in the tank and not burn it up, trying to get around the track, catching up to the rest of the pack.
So they're gonna really, once they take the green, you're gonna have 36 laps on this. I still foresee another pit stop, another green flag pit stop if it stays caution free. So.
It'll start at lap 64. That'll have 36 laps left. They should be one more pit stop in there. We'll see if we have any brazen drivers who think that they can go all 36 laps, though.
Oh, I don't think they can.
I don't think they can either.
If they can, I want to know what they're doing.
Yeah. They've got to be saving gas somehow and clutching it around the corners with the caution out. You see Colton Lamford give Nelson a little bit of a bump there at the start finish.
He shot him out there too.
So it is Nelson, Lamford, Kurtz, Likens, and Yo in the top 5, with Likens and Kurtz being side by side coming out of the corner.
Yeah, I was really surprised Colton didn't try to make that move there at the end of that stage, try to get that stage win.
Yeah.
Played nice and was trying to make friends towards the end, so I can understand.
But we're going to see how it works out for the rest of the race. If they work together, if Colton is able to figure some way to slingshot around. So James Nelson has been both stage winners of this race.
That really don't surprise me much here. He's a good racer, so I didn't really expect him to see him up there. Or, I mean, it didn't surprise me to see him up there.
Yeah. It seems like with Nelson, he'll have a real good run, and then within the last 4 to 5 laps, something happens, and it takes him out to where he doesn't finish him first.
A lot of that is hard racing, trying to get all you can get out of it, racing incidents. It's happened to me quite a few times. It happens. I mean, the overall goal is to get that checkered flag. You're doing everything you possibly can to make sure that you get it. Some things happen and it don't work out. So
Now, from personal experience, I know any damage to these cars can make them an anchor in the draft.
yeah, it will. As long if you're well, depending on the damage. So I mean, some of the damage you can stay like third, fourth, and still be able to maintain fairly well. But if you get that out, if you get that damaged car out in the front, then you're just a parachute at that point. That damage will affect you pretty hard. But if you have front end damage, a little bit of front end damage, and you stay tucked up behind the car in front of you, it's not as bad as staying running by you, running.
Watching Lamford right now, what do you think his engine temperatures are? Because he is tucked right up against that bumper.
Right now, I'd say he's getting kind of warm, but he'll pull off of them a little bit every now and then to kind of let it come down just a tad bit. So he's off of them just a tad bit now. So you can run about a few laps and you're tucked up behind somebody like that. But I don't think I'd do it for long. Not yet, anyway. Now if I'm behind somebody with like a couple laps to go, I'm going to try my best to latch onto that back bumper and stay there. You should be able to run 2 or 3 laps up here, tucked up right behind them like that.
I just noticed Nicky Valdez said that Rome is watching the race, but he's unable to comment. Nicky Valdez is saying, "Go Colton, keep going and keep doing a good job."
Yeah, he's had many different positions here. I mean, right now, he's up in the 2nd spot. I mean, you've seen him all the way from there towards the back. So, I mean, he's been up and back. Right now, I think he's pretty content to be where he's at. He don't want to fall back anymore. Him and James is working well together. So, to be honest, it would be surprising to not see those cars together.
Now, I'm seeing James starting to get out of line a little bit. Do you think he's probably planning to switch and start pushing somebody?
Maybe, but right now I think he's just bored.
Oh, he's... Hey, we got 32 laps left of the race. Being bored of 100 laps here, it's easy to happen.
It's easy to take your mind off of what's going on, easily distracted because you get so contempt of not letting off the throttle. Especially in the lead, you're just full throttle the whole time. So it's real easy to get your mind wandering on other things and make a mistake.
Yeah. With the way my brain is, unless I'm concentrating on that car in front of me, I can drift off the track like nothing but on a race like this.
Yeah.
It's like the monotony of the laps is what just lulls you into a false sense of security, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and I try to keep myself busy in the cockpit too. So I mean, even if I'm behind the car, I'm toggling through my black box to see how many laps I can go left. Lap times is a big one that I also look at, but I'll toggle through my black box to kind of give me something to do while still paying attention to what's going on out in front of the car. So.
Well, we're 30 laps left of this state, or of the race, and they took a break at lap about, I want to say 16 laps ago.
So if I was in the driver's seat of the 75 car, I'd have the black box that showed how many laps remaining or how many gallons of fuel I had left. I'd have that black box up and I'd be studying that to figure out, okay, do I still keep the lead or can I fall back? How big is the gap between second and third? Further back, if I was to get out of line now, how far back in the line would I fall? So there's a lot of thoughts that's going through my mind around this time frame.
Now, do you trust that black box to be as accurate as it's supposed to be, or do you think sometimes you can squeeze a little bit more out of it than what the black box is telling you?
Well, it's all about throttle. Again, if I'm in the lead, I'm relying on the black box. Whatever the black box tells me to do. See, I see right now, you can see James going up to the high side. He might be trying to break a little bit of that draft, or I don't know. But if I'm in that, second or in that lead draft, I'm not so much worried about what it says, because I can alternate that by the throttle control. I can squeeze more out of it by letting more off the throttle. I may not have to run full throttle. I can run half to 3/4, which will extend the fuel window that I need to be.
Now, I've got a viewer, Razzie9, asking where SC is. I'm trying to figure out who SC is. No, it says what? No, SC. So I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about there. Razzie, I'm not ignoring you. I don't know.
I don't know who the SC is.
I don't know if you mean no South Carolina or no SC as in one of the drivers. Sprint Cup? I don't know. So, we got 28 laps left to go of the race. That means that these drivers have 12 laps on their cars right now, because they restarted at lap number 70. No, lap number 60 is where they went into the pits. 65 is the restart. So
I had to go 36 laps on this tank. So you figure 36 from 100 is when they.
Well, that would, if they went 36.
64. I think they took it at lap 64.
If they took it at 36 or at lap 64, then
that was 36 laps remaining.
And we never found out from any of the drivers. I think they said they could get 20 to 25 laps on a tank of gas, didn't they?
Yeah, if you're in the pack, I'm thinking 25. I don't think you're going to get 25 out of the lead lap or the lead cars. You may get 22.
So probably round about lap 15 to lap 10, between 15 and 10, we might see some green flag stops. But after 10, I don't think we'll see any.
No, you pretty much made your bed at that point. So I'm figuring either around lap 85, we'll start seeing some pit stops. Maybe a little sooner.
Nelson has been dominant and leading this race. So I know he's doing pretty good, but right there, about 3 cars behind him, is Larry Stubblefield, and he's a sleeper. So.
Oh yeah, you can never count him out. It doesn't matter if he's running dead last right now. He'll find a way. I think he could find draft in a single car field.
Yeah, I think he could too. I don't know how he does it. I have tried. He has showed me how he goes around the track. I have tried to follow in his steps. I've watched you and tried following you around the track. I don't know how y'all have such a fast car. It's like I'm out there driving a dump truck when it comes to racing with these.
Oh, it's just all about throttle, where you let off and apply your brake, a lot of trail braking. The 3 cars that I'm kind of curious with is back here starting with Slim. They're further back in the field. Kind of curious of what their strategy is. Slim, Justin Smith, and Boone.
I don't know.
They're way back there.
Yeah, they're back behind Robinson and Osborne too. So Osborne looks like he's wanting to work with Robinson, but he just can't get the groove right with them. And then you got Slim, Smith, and Boone. They seem to be working together, and now they're going around Osborne like he's just standing still.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of game plan that they're going to have with them. So maybe they're thinking that if these 5 cars hook up, they'd have a better chance. But laps are winding down. They're going to need to straighten this out.
Yeah, we're 23 laps left of the race. Lanford and Nelson are able to put 2 car lengths between Lanford and Likens. And Likens has 1 car length between Kurtz. But Stubblefield has got a pusher with Yo, and they are just waiting for the right opportunity, it looks like, to be able to shoot to that outside and go flying around everybody. So far, we haven't seen anybody utilize the slingshot side draft.
Well, we're coming up on lap 80 here, so I can expect pit stops to start happening within the next few laps here.
Oh, Osborne was. Wonder what happened with Osborne.
That I don't know. I'm gonna go back.
Osborne went into the pits and he was coming out of the pits. That's what happened there. We caught the leaders passing Osborne as he came out of the pit.
Starting to pit now. So.
25 pitting in.
So we
Here's
got
the money
leaders.
stop here.
Yep.
No speeding penalties. You don't want anything to hurt you. You don't want to hurt yourself on this. Another thing that you want to do is you always want to make sure that you're coming out with somebody. You don't want to be by yourself.
Well,
so you want to leave the same time the car who you're coming in with. You all want to leave together at the same time.
As they hit the pit stalls, oh, the 74 overshot his pit. He had to back up and pull forward, back up and pull forward, so he's left all by himself.
Yeah, he's going to be behind the curve here.
That's got Slim Bowden, Gregory Robinson, Justin Smith, Michael Boone is the leaders right now, but they have not pitted either.
Yeah, I was wondering what type of strategy they were running in the back there.
So Gregory Robinson has become the race leader. Slim Bowden is going into the pits with him. So is Justin Smith, Michael Boone. So that will put James Nelson out there in the lead again.
Mark, they got 20 laps to go?
Yeah.
19 now.
19 now.
Coming to 18.
So,
I'm back by the horse.
Yep.
What you've got now, you've got, James Colton together, and then you have behind him
Kurtz and Stubblefield.
Kurtz and Stubblefield, and then there's another car that was behind them.
Tyrone Yo is behind them. And then because Mike Likens screwed up on his pit stall, he overshot it, then backed up too far, then had to pull forward to get back into it. That hurt him with his pit stop.
Has James and them pitted?
Yep, they just pitted.
Yeah, Tommy disconnected.
Oh, we lost Tommy, dude. Well, he did say he was having some connection issues with the power. and that storms were rolling through, so Tommy may be out of the race because of that. Which really sucks because he was doing real good. Yeah, he's out of the race due to connection issues.
We're just going to have to see how Kurds and Larry work together there to see if they can catch the two cars in front of them. So, I mean, you got a two car tangos there going on.
Well, Kurds did have a fast car earlier, but he's running on older tires now. He did not take tires, and neither did Stubblefield. So their tires are a little bit older than Nelson and Lamford's. And looking at Colton, Kurtz is 2.5 seconds behind Colton Lamford right now.
Yeah, I want to take a look at it this time, this lap. See if they're gaining or losing.
I think Lamford and Nelson are working together better than Stubblefield and Kurtz.
Yeah, I want to see what the gap is this time by here.
There they go across.
I just don't think their cars are hooked up as good as they need to be.
Nope. The Nelson crossed with the 80. Hold on. Nelson crossed with 51.09. Lamford 51.09. However, Kurtz and Stubblefield crossed with a 50.59 and 50.62. So they are catching them.
They knocked a half a second off of that lap.
Yep. So they are slowly catching them, but I think it's the bump draft coming into play between Larry Stubblefield and Kurtz. I think Larry is hitting Kurtz just right to be able to close that distance.
Yeah, I mean, last lap there were 2 seconds back between second and third. We'll see what it is now.
51.09 or no, 50.96 and 50.88. So
they knocked a 10 off of it.
Nelson is barely. He's got 0.96, whereas Kurtz has 0.5 or 0.88. So there is a 800th of a second difference between the two.
Yeah, they're going to have to knock off about a second, 1.8 seconds away from the second place car and 13 laps. I think they lost a little bit on this one.
Yeah, I think they did too.
Actually, no, he knocked another 10th off, so they're gaining.
This seems impossible.
More than a 10. A 10th ain't going to work.
Yeah. Now, Stubblefield was able to do 50.78, where Nelson was doing 50.96. So Nelson
they're gonna catch him.
Yeah.
Nelson
I have no doubt.
What lap do you think it will be?
They're probably going to catch him around about lap 6.
I was gonna say 5 or 6. Yeah. It's gonna be a good finish.
And at the final lap, when that white flag comes out, we're going to see all hell break loose.
They knocked 2 tenths off of that. We're going to have a race on our hands, fellas.
Yes, we are.
Now, how stingy is Colton going to be is what I'm going to question.
Yeah, because Colton right now, he should be doing the push and giving the bumping run to be able to get up there. But I've not seen him yet tap Nelson in that back stretch.
Another thing that's going through my mind right now is like how solid do I think I'm going to be at Martinsville, and how solid am I going to be at Darlington? You know, it's another way is how far am I going to push it at Talladega? I mean, yeah, I always want to go for the win, but I also don't want to put myself in a position to hurt myself running second, knowing if I'm not very good at any of the other 2 tracks coming up, I may have a hard time making the final round.
And winning the race, you automatically get pushed to the back of the pack. You'll get the EOL.
Yep. What
I'm telling you right now, Colton's going to wreck his mama to win this race. So
yeah.
James better watch out on that one.
Well, Colton's right up against the rear bumper right now.
Oh, yeah. He's locked onto it right now. We'll see what this lap time's going to be.
This lap time as they cross is, hold on, come on, 50.46,
oh, yeah.
50.45 to a 50.92, 50.88.
Yeah, Kurds and Larry lost 4/10 on that lap. They're gonna have to step it up a little bit.
The fastest one on that lap was back there with Mike Likens at 50.22, and Gregory Robinson with Slim Bowden at Gregory Robinson 50.23, Slim Bowden at 50.24.
Oh, something happened with Kurds and Larry. They got apart there for a little bit. Hopefully they can get it straightened back up. They were side by side for a read.
We're 11 laps to go. Nelson has Colton right behind him.
Yeah, they lost another 2/10, so they're gonna have to step it up if they're gonna make it. Look at them two. They're like the same car. It's like they can read each other's minds.
Looking at Colton and Lamford.
Yep. Yeah. Really well.
The communication has got to be working between the two of them. I wonder why they drifted a little high. Do you think that was to give them momentum coming into the corner?
No, I think they drifted a little high to where they could have a better arc getting into the turn. Plus, it may be giving Colton an opportunity to be able to see where he's entering the corner at, to where he could stay on the bumper.
Okay. 10 laps left of the race. Actually, 9 laps left of the race.
They're going to pick up some time if Colton keeps where he's at.
Yeah.
He's backed off right there. Never mind.
Yeah, they got about the same equal gap first and second does between third and fourth does. So we'll see what happens here.
Right here in the backstretch is where Colton's doing the love tap and pushing as hard as he can down that backstretch going into 3.
You just can't be overzealous and take each other out. That's the thing you need to watch out for.
Pushing James on these.
Nelson is dragging the brake a little so Colton can push.
Yep. That's what I was about to say. James is really good about dragging the brake, so you can hook up to him really well.
Let's see what this lap time does.
8 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy cow! They cut almost 8/10 off of their lap time that time. They're getting them. 3rd and 4th is coming.
Oh yeah, 3rd and 4th is coming hard because it's 51.52 and 51.49 to 50.78 and 50.79. And Lickens is coming as fast as he can too with the help of Robinson and Slim and Tyrone. That 4-car pack is trying their best to catch up as they are cutting their time. They're 50.33, 50.32, and 50.34 and 50.37 coming around the track.
Let's see what this is. There's 1.2 between 2nd and 3rd.
7 laps to go.
Oh man, they're down to 0.9. They're 0.9 difference. They're less than the 2nd, 22nd place. So whatever 3rd and 4th's doing, they're working. It's working.
It's working, and it's closing that gap. Nelson's just outside a little bit. I think he's giving Colton a little bit of room to breathe. Now he's dragging that brake going into the 3, and that's going to let them catch right up to him.
Now they did pit all together, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they all pitted.
All right, here we go.
It's coming down. 7.
They're together.
Nelson
Mark
jumps up there and blocks him.
Leaves Colton out.
Colton got the bad side of that deal.
Well, Nelson had to do what he had to do. I know he hated to leave Colton out like that, but
And now Stubblefield is trying to work his way around Kurds.
yeah, you're gonna have to watch if them two hook up now.
Stubblefield is one lane out. Now he's moving in. He's trying to do the side draft going into 3, but it's not going to work. He has to drop in behind Lanford. Lanford is a little bit higher than Kurtz in that corner.
I mean, there's 6 laps left. There's still a lot of races.
Yep.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Lanford is looking to use the outside, and he's drag racing. Nelson jumps out in front of Lanford, and that leaves Kurtz all by himself. Now Stubblefield jumps down and blocks Colton from being able to get into that second place position.
I don't think these drivers are listening to you there, Curtis. They're thinking it's like the last lap. It was the splitting image of the last lap before that, except the cars were different.
All right, I don't think
happened before.
I don't think none of them are listening.
No.
They are side drafting, and there goes Colton trying to use the side draft, and he does. He gets the lead.
Can he hold it up there for Langford Nation? Let's see what happens here.
You've got Stubblefield pushing him through, and Nelson is out there all by himself trying to find the draft to catch back up to Kurtz. Stubblefield is right there on the back bumper of Nelson.
Colton holds on to win this, man. Langford Nation's going to go crazy.
Yeah. As we take a look through the gearbox, all you can see is the front end. Actually, you see the radiator of Stubblefield's car.
Yeah,
that's how close he is. Stubblefield locked up right there on the bumper of Lanford.
Unless something happens with a caution or something,
we got
Mike
3 laps to go.
Yeah, you got Mike Likens, which is 14 seconds back from all of this. So right now we got a 4-car race for the checkered flag.
We're at 3 laps to go. This next lap, and there goes Kurtz to the high side, which allows Nelson to jump back up there, and he's following right in behind Stubblefield.
No, he's going to try to take it the whole way. Look, he jumped up to the outside.
He jumped way out there to the high side.
Oh,
when
wow.
you jump to the high side like that, are you trying to use the momentum off of the corner?
You're trying to use momentum if somebody's behind you, but there's nobody there, so it didn't work out for him.
Coming to it. We're 2 laps left of the race, and Colton Lanford is leading with Larry Stubblefield right behind him.
And you know what I just thought of, boys? 3 out of these 4 are playoff drivers.
Yep.
Yeah.
What Colton's wanting is he's wanting that white flag to hit to where they know they're going to race for it at the end.
Yep.
He's trying to throw the block on 2 drivers.
If I was him, I'd hop down now.
Yeah, he's coming down. That leaves Stubblefield up there to use the side draft right off of Nelson. Nelson, feeling the pressure, drops below the yellow line.
That's what Colton wants to see, is them side by side in his mirror. Now Nelson's broke away.
Nelson is pushing. And Colton takes the white flag. Let's see how it works out. Stubblefield has lost momentum and has to drop in behind Kurds.
Oh yeah, but you're going to have to watch these two. You're going to have to watch 3rd and 4th. They work together to get to where they are now, so let's see if they stick with it.
Nelson's trying to get out there, and Colton is trying to throw a block, and whoa, what happened to Stubblefield? We'll have to go back and check that at the end. He did a hard right turn in the straightaway.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch the 14. He's going to end up getting a run. He's going to get a push by the 75, and it may leave. Let's see, it's about 100 yards away. You better be doing some blocking there, Cole.
Nelson's
oh,
dropping
this is
low.
going to be good.
Nelson
this is going to
dropped
be way
low.
good.
Oh, it is the 14
Bird's
for
won.
the win. 14 wins it.
Wow.
Ranford takes
That is
second.
a race.
Nelson takes third. Tyrone Yo is in for fourth place. Let's see how he comes across. It's
Is
Tyrone
Kurds in the
Yo.
playoffs?
Huh?
No, Kurth isn't in the playoffs. So
Well, that's
that
what you
didn't
needed to
automatically-
see, Cole.
No,
You needed
yeah,
a lot.
yeah, that's good. That didn't lock anybody in.
Right.
You know,
I'm gonna.
that means at least 2 people will get in on points, so that's good.
I'm gonna go back and take a look at Stubblefield's crash and see what happened there.
It looks like he downshifted and it shifted to the right. I don't know. That was weird.
As he comes out of the corner, you see him drop below the yellow line. Then
I'm not even seeing him in the lobby no more.
something just happened and his car broke halfway down the backstretch. Something broke and he just went to the right into the outside wall. All right.
Oh, I don't know. That was weird. That I don't know what that was.
Noise.
Yeah, that was really strange there. Let's drop down to the.
I'm gonna bet. Then we'll see if I can get an answer.
Yeah, I'm heading to General to talk to the drivers. You coming with me, Jamie?
Yeah, I'll hop down there.
All right.
Been on the time to get to the playoffs.
Gentlemen, so that was a very interesting way, or what? Kayla Sobrin, this is Curtis by the, okay. Miss seeing you, Kenneth. See you next week at Martinsville. All right. So, anyway, we had some fans out there for Colton Nation. We had some fans out there for for Nelson. And we also had some people out for Kenneth wanting to watch, but he wasn't here, so it went away. Kurds, how did it feel to be able to pull that off at the end?
Oh, man, it feels good. That was a tough race, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity to win that.
Were you and Larry working together, talking and communicating?
I want to say Larry was coaching me and telling me what to do, and I think a lot of it to Larry because he got us back up there.
I had the ticker up and I was watching the timer between second and third and noticing about 2 tenths, 3 tenths, even all the way up to a half a second at certain times that y'all were knocking it off of him. Y'all seemed to held together tighter. Y'all's 2 cars did than James and Colton did. Colton would get some really good runs on James with the draft and pushing him on the straights, but it seems like y'all were able to hold it tighter in the turns than they were.
I'll probably
I
say
was staying on him.
That's Larry right there, man.
That was all
Yeah,
Larry helping you?
Yeah,
Burn up too much fuel pushing you to that win.
Yeah, that's why
I ran out of gas on the backstretch.
Is that what
Well,
happened? We seen you crash.
I ran out of gas and tried to put it in neutral, and one click off, put that
It
bitch in
worked.
first.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna have to say, you know what, Colton, you ran a heck of a race, man, and that broke my heart to see that happen. But
Yeah.
you had us up here in the booth pulling for you, and I was up there saying, if you was to pull this off with 1 to go, Lanford Nation was just gonna go crazy. So I mean, you gave them a heck of a show, brother.
I appreciate it. I'm always thankful for all the support from Lanford Nation. I love you all. Yeah, Kurds got a really good slingshot maneuver right there at the end, and I thought James was just going to help push me, and I guess James has other plans. So I say, all right, well, best I can do is try and get second.
It wasn't a stage win, so I mean, this is for the chance to go to the final round. So I mean, I can understand, but you did what you had to do. You tried your best to block, but you can't block 3 cars.
No, it was it was tough. I was trying to do my best, and no, it was a good race all in all. Was up in the front with James basically all race long. So you hate losing, but no, I'm happy for Kurds, and just,
I mean,
now
second place ain't shabby, brother.
No, it ain't. Back there at the incident that drew the caution in stage 1 between you and Smith, what happened?
Was it them again?
Yeah, they're the ones that drew. Actually, the stage didn't end because of a non-incident. It ended because of an incident, and
it was misjudgment by me. I wasn't expecting Justin to come back down when he did. Plus, I kind of got forced in the middle there.
I was backing out. I knew it was going to be crazy. I just didn't know it was going to land on my lap.
Yeah, that was 3 wide. That was something.
It was 3 wide, and 2 cars did not enjoy that one. So, what was the James? You came in 3rd place. How are you feeling after winning all 3 or all 2 the first 2 stages, but then coming in 3rd at the end?
Well, it was a good points day, that's for sure. It's awesome for Kurds. I'm really glad to see him get his first win. I am so beyond pissed that I cannot pull one of these off. But yeah, no.
He was behind the ball game early on when I gave you that EOL to start because of a miscommunication with Curtis. I heard him say playoff drivers to the rear, and I was like, okay, so I started clicking.
I mean, it's Talladega, front and rear. It really doesn't matter. I was like, is he mad? Did I piss Jamie off? Like, what did I do to this man?
Well, see, that's the thing. with me in the booth, you never know what's going to happen. I might give somebody a black flag next race. You don't know.
Put you in the pit and do an inspection on your car.
Yeah, I think your headlight's broken here.
Did a Jamie curveball during the playoffs.
So
you never know.
At the restart of the 2nd stage, you want to talk us through what happened between you and Kurds there, Nelson?
I think that's just all my fault on that one.
Was that the 2nd stage? Was that the one?
Yeah. The start of the 2nd stage. As soon as y'all got started, all of a sudden, Kurds goes across your front end, and away y'all both went.
I thought I was clear, but I was way off on that one.
I'm actually watching the replay right now.
At one point, it looked like it was netcode, but then it looks like James gets pushed up just a little bit into Kurds, and Kurds is coming down to try and do a side draft, and winds up just spinning out.
James wasn't on the bottom, and Kurds wasn't on the top. That's what happened. They were just racing.
I take blame on it.
I do want to say this. Kurds, congratulations on your first win in QFRL, buddy. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
James and Colton, y'all were my pick to win. Y'all didn't disappoint. Larry, I was going to pick you, but you're a low-hanging fruit on that one. And I think, isn't this the 2nd or 3rd top 5 finish for Slim? That's pretty good for him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of him on that one.
It's pretty consistent.
Yep.
Slim was 2nd.
Tyrone was up there too. He was, Tyrone was up there in 4th.
I'm kind of curious. I want to ask Mike. He was up there for a while. What happened, man? You ended up falling back, and I didn't know what happened with you there towards the end of the race.
I think Mike went through his pit box and then lost the draft.
Oh, is that what it was?
You there, Mike? It's showing him in the chat.
Yeah, he's so mad he don't want to talk. That's probably what's going on with him right now.
No, that's me.
Oh, you.
Why are you so mad?
I am pissed. Get wrecked on the final lap for 6th place.
I got wrecked too, by myself.
You run 99 laps just to get taken out on the 100th.
And then I also was 4th at the end of stage 2. Hey, did
Now-
Tommy's internet go out?
Yeah, Tommy lost connection with us, so we're guessing it was his internet connection that went out and cost him his race. So, Boom, what was going on with you? Because we seen you was running pretty good, and then you got out there and everybody just decided to leave you sitting.
Smokey got a push. That's what happened.
Yeah, it was a combination of some things, but I made some poor choices, and it cost me a good finish. But it's all learning from these guys. It's all good.
So
Go ahead, Smokey. I'm watching.
Now that you've got the this long shot or the wild card race out of it, what are y'all expecting for Martinsville and Darlington?
Oh, that's just the end of stage 2, where I finished 4th, not 5th. I want that extra
Darlington is going to be a caution fest. And Martinsville will be too. So those are going to be wild cards if we don't watch it.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Gregory Robinson said that Lilith Peters will be at Martinsville next week because she likes to. She runs.
No, I said she'll probably be at Martinsville. That was me. I said she'll probably be at Martinsville because she likes short tracks.
That's Tyrone. My bad. So she likes to run the short tracks, and this is the paperclip where everybody just winds up running into each other. Any of y'all have any predictions about how many cautions y'all think will happen next week?
How many laps is a race?
Last I heard, 300.
Yeah, it probably won't be 300.
If it's 300, it'll be 50 laps of caution.
50 laps of caution?
It'll be about tree fitting.
James, you just need to get the point. Have a good weekend. James, you need to get the points done right quick so I know what I got to do the next 2 races.
You got to win.
I needed you, Kenneth. I needed
and
you.
I will punch you to do it.
Damn it,
You're
Kenneth.
telling him how much you need him, and he's like, I'm going to kill you.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, fellas.
Y'all better be glad y'all couldn't see me sitting here at work. I'm like, don't let Larry and Courage catch y'all. Come on now. Drag the brake, James. Drag the brake.
I was trying,
have
but
to
we were
drag the
having
brake.
hemp issues and shit.
Yeah,
And I never got over 230. That's the deal. The hotter you get it, the more it lays over.
By the time I figured out we should have flipped, it was too late to flip because they would have just come right up on us as soon as we tried.
Yeah.
So it was turning into a 4-way battle and try to disrupt it. And worked out great for Kurt.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's a whole lot different watching it up in the booth than being on the track. I mean, even though I wasn't racing, my hands was on the wheel turning it just like I was doing.
You gotta go this way.
I ain't lying. I still got my gloves on. I was on, man, I'm going to end up soaking this steering wheel, man. That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
But it was different, man. And I tell you, I'm going to have to get off here, but y'all put on a heck of a show. Y'all showed exactly what this league's about. And, man, Kurtz brought it home. Colton, again, I was pulling. James, I was expecting you just to be up front. So, I mean, that wasn't really surprising, none at all. Tyrone, great job, man. Awesome top 5. Slim, same with you. Mike, I was curious of what happened with him. Smokey, you were my pick, brother. But there were some things that happened, I guess, but that's all right. You know, anything good to set you up for next 2. Larry, I didn't know what happened. I was like, you can't. Yeah. He will find draft on a single car track somewhere. So you can expect him to get up front. So that's what I was waiting on. So
I was really surprised when they ran out of gas. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Did you not? Did you hit something on your box or something like that?
It must have been autofill or something like that because it was only half a lap off. But I wouldn't have been. I never pushed it that hard the whole race. If me and Kurt hadn't been behind, we would have lifted more. But
Kenneth, I missed you there, man. I really did. I was hoping to see you out there running with these guys too. But you know what you got to do next week.
Hell, I'll try to make it up in the next 2 races. That's all I can do.
Yeah, and Mark, it's been a pleasure, man, up in the booth with you. Probably join you again next week up there. We'll have some fun some more, and I'll try not to throw out any vague EOLs or rogue EOLs or black flags, but I can't promise nothing on that.
Oh, it's all good. I really appreciated the help during the stages and whatnot. Thank you.
Well, all right. Well, y'all have a good night, fellas, and I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah, I'll take it easy. I'm getting out of here
See
too.
ya.
All right. Anybody got anything else? Because if
Good
not,
win, Kurt.
I'm out.
Thank you. Thank you for
See y'all later.
See you guys.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will bring it to an end tonight for the Quick Finishers SummerSlam 266. I want to send my appreciations out to Jamie Mullins and Curtis Sovereign for jumping into the booth with me and talking over the race. We saw a great race out there with Michael Kurtz coming in, drag racing it across the finish line. That was an awesome win. Colton Lamford, James Nelson in second and third. Tyrone Yo brought in fourth. Slim brought in fifth. We got lickety split Mike Likens, Gregory Robinson, Justin Smith, Michael Boone, and then running out of gas coming in 10th, Larry Stubblefield, followed by Tommy Osborne, Daniel Hupp, and Brian Wasserman. I believe Daniel just wanted to run a couple of laps, but Tommy looked like we lost complete connection with him. So, next week, same time, we will be in Martinsville at the Paperclip. That is a super short track, and it is also going to be one of the harder tracks for the playoffs of these drivers. Let's see who makes it to each of the stages and if they all make it around the track to finish the race. Come out and join us next week, 7:30 Eastern Time, so that we'll be doing the race and everything. I'm your host for tonight, Mark Mudslide Hollifield. We had Jamie Mullins and Curtis SUV Sovereign in the booth tonight. Hopefully y'all had a good time. Everybody got to see their favorite drivers race. Looking forward to seeing everybody next week.